So this one for Cap Neo and the Jazz Man is an attempt, if you could pick some songs for non-prog people listen to that they might like. And that's the premise today. So I pulled some CDs. I'm going to start with Genesis, Trespass,
Interesting.
The Knife. Kind of a rocker, but then it has a little mellow part in the middle. So, because I just listened to a lot of good songs on this album. Looking for someone's really good. Stagnation's great. We used to actually, when we did, I had a band that did Genesis, we put that melody in Stagnation. We used to do a long version of I Know What I Like. And in the middle, we did the
hmm
Stagnation melody in it. So, but I'd stick with The Knife, as Peter
With the
Gabriel's
knife off trespass.
off with Trespass.
I like that. I went a different way, but I'll see your Genesis and I'll go with Trick of the Tail. I have Trick of the Tail on my list. You'll have to put in a
Right.
cover of the album.
I,
Um, I'm on the road, so Trick of the Tail. There are several tunes on there that I think are good. I don't know classic prog, but again, we're just like kind of maybe sucking people in. So, I like Los Endos, but Dance on a Volcano, I think is, it's catchy, but on the cusp.
what
So,
about Squonk?
Squonk for sure. It's a good, solid.
For some reason, with the bands I work with, the Genesis, we played Squonk, people went nuts. I don't know why. They had one over other
So
ones. I don't know.
that's the album I went with, but interesting. You went on kind of the earlier side. I went just after the kind of
Yeah, well,
core albums.
I thought of Squonk. If I
Yeah.
would have gone Trick, I would have gone Squonk.
Okay.
So,
I think we're not too different yet.
all right. So next up is Vandergraaf Generator.
Mm,
At least
okay.
we can do the Wave Each Other the song Refugees, which is kind of one of the most mellow songs. And apparently there was just, it's on YouTube. Peter Hamill sang it at the Royal Philharmonic Hall or something with the orchestra, where they had just him and the orchestra, and he sang Refugees. So that's kind of a song that a lot of people like that don't really even like Vandergraaf because Vandergraaf's hard to get into.
I would agree. I mean, I didn't, Van de Graaff's not on my list, so I'm gonna have to go a different way. I can't see your Grand Van de Graaff and go with a different one. But for that, I think I have, which we kind of badmouthed in our last video, but Dark Side of the Moon, even though I don't certainly think it's one of the best prog albums, I would think it's definitely a great album to get people into prog since a lot of people are. And I don't know, I can't think of a bad tune on Dark Side of the Moon. So
So you're not going to pick Time or Breathe or
I mean, Time
Eclipse.
probably, sure,
I think that's kind of an easy one to
probably
pick. I
one
was
of the
trying to go for some little ones that aren't that known.
yeah, that's probably the better way. So I'll be the more the
Uh,
better bridge probably.
All
What's
right,
your
up
third?
next is for me is in Crimson from Lizard, Prince Rupert Awakes, which is part of the
Wow.
Blizzard suite, but it's just the first song, which is only 4 minutes and 36 seconds. John Anderson's vocals. A lot of people really think
Yeah.
this is one of the great songs. It's very commercial, really. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I would agree.
so I mean but just then you don't do the Bolero or the Battle of Glass Tears or anything, just Prince Rupert Awakes from
Just one song. Yeah, I guess when we were talking about this, I went thinking kind of the whole album, and I kind of thought of a bunch of songs, but then I thought of albums. That's really the whole album. You can probably give it a shot. So then where does that leave me? Going through my list, I have Leftoverture. I mean, come on, right?
okay,
Carry on
sure.
my wayward son.
Well,
Commercial radio all day long.
yeah, but also Miracles Out of Nowhere is a great song. And
Yeah,
on that album, there's a bunch. It's really the whole album's good. I mean,
the whole album's good. Yeah.
I have it somewhere. I have vinyl and CD on that one. Most of
Yep.
these, well, the
Okay.
first ones I went through, I have both. I think all the ones I picked, I have both.
Okay.
Because well, later on, when we get into when CDs took over, then I don't have vinyl on a lot of ones later.
but so you still have vinyl in the collection, but you have no way of playing vinyl.
That's
That's correct.
correct. So,
Okay.
all
Okay.
right,
You
I'm
never
up
know. You might
next,
come
and I
back
want to
around.
go next is Caravan,
Caravan, classic. Yeah.
Atlanta Gray and Pink, Winter Wine,
Which,
which
yeah.
is a Richard Sinclair song. I even asked Pi Hastings last time I saw him when Caravan played at Ross Fest, why don't you guys play Winter Wine? And he said, it's a Richard Sinclair song. So, and Richard hasn't been with him for
Yeah.
years.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it doesn't really fit in. I mean, they did 9 Feet Underground and that, but they
I
didn't.
mean, the whole album's great.
Right, but that song is just it's a song I think a lot of people like because it's not crazy stuff.
I feel like you've gone the direction of albums that you like and like the most adjacent song on those albums. I guess I tried to go more,
Well,
you
that
know,
was I thought that's what I
still
thought it.
still in like an adjacent not not quite Prague, but like close.
Well, I
Anyway,
just went with a song. I thought that was the point was pick a
yeah,
song
yeah.
because
No,
I mean somebody's not gonna listen to a whole album. I mean, maybe if you had one song you could recommend, they'd listen to that.
yeah, probably.
Now, what's yours next?
Yes, album.
And he didn't pick a particular, but well,
I didn't. I was thinking of the whole one, but I mean, seen all good people.
yeah. No, I was thinking about Yes too, and I would have thought Roundabout.
Roundabout,
Yeah.
probably. If you're picking a
So,
single song, maybe
yeah, people, a lot of people know that one. It was pretty popular at the time.
super popular. Yeah, but yeah,
So,
yes, album.
and next up for me is Camel, Breathless,
Okay.
and the song Echoes, which I only got to see Camel once. I think they did tour once back in the day, but they didn't. I never got to see them, but they did play at Near Fest and they did play Echoes. It was 2003, I think, or 2002 when they were in Newark. So Echoes, it's pretty rocking really, and then it got a bellower part later on. So I thought of there was a couple of Camel songs that I thought of, but I picked
I
Echo.
will have to give that whole album another listen. I actually don't own that one,
I don't
so
know if it's
I've
up
only
on
listened to
streaming or
it.
not. I don't know what.
I'm sure you can find it nowadays. You can find just about everything, other than some obscure stuff. Um, so for me, Days of Future Past.
Okay.
I'd probably Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah.
If I had to.
Well, it's
The
kind of
whole
pretty
album's good.
broad.
I mean, it's not really my sweet spot, but kind of arguably was right in the mix of starting it all.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of people like that album.
Yeah, they do. I mean, that was like, I think, was that the first album Justin Hayward was with him because he
I
changed
believe.
them totally, completely from the Go Now band, the
Yeah,
British
for sure.
Invasion person. And they actually, that became, the band Moody Blues became the more symphonic
Yeah,
band that they became.
Kestrel and all that.
Right. So last one I picked six, but
I picked six as well. I know we said five, but I figured
yeah,
a runner-up honorary mention.
when I was looking at the CDs, I thought, well, about Renaissance from Song for All Seasons, the song Northern Lights, which is actually pretty poppy, and it's got Annie singing, so people like Annie's voice. And I got to see him back in the day. I think it was Akron Civic Theater. There used to be a lot of shows there. And
Oh,
they played Near Fest and Ross Fest. And Annie's the only one. It's a different band other than her, and she supposedly lives somewhere near Philly, so she
today.
plays around a lot there. So, Song for
Oh,
All Seasons, which is it's not their last album. Well, they tried to be a pop band after Genesis pulled that trick. Everybody tried it, and they all failed because they don't have Phil Collins. And so I thought of some other last.
yes, yeah, yes. Turn the corner,
Yeah, well, but
but
that was Rabin.
arguably a much different band, but still.
That was because they brought Trevor Rabin in, whereas
Yeah,
Genesis did it with the guys they had.
yeah,
So there it is.
yeah. Okay. Well, my number six is Aqualung.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So again, in the same vein of things you might already be familiar with that bridge you, and if you get into it, I mean, there's obviously way better toll that's progressive, but you got to take that first step and hopefully slide in.
Well, you also got locomotive breath and cross-eyed
Yeah,
Mary and
gross. Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of stuff there, but it starts getting you close.
yeah. But then the next album is Thick as a Brick,
Yeah.
which when I saw them back then, they actually played some Thick as a Brick during the show. Anderson said, "This is a new album." And I think somebody asked Anderson once, and he do a live show, will you ever not play Aqualung? And he says, I wish we could, but we'd all get lynched.
That's
Which I
probably
could live
true.
without hearing Aqualung again
I
for
could live without it, but
last time I saw them, they played it something down in the flats. We went down and saw them and they played it. And then I saw when last Rossfest I went to in Sarasota, Martin Barr played with his band. He did like a retrospective of all his time with Tull.
okay.
I got to meet him. He was a real nice guy. Most prod people are because no one wants to talk to him anyway.
That's
So,
probably true.
so you got one more or no?
No, no, no. I thought I was overreaching by having six, so I
No.
stopped there. And I did think of songs, but most of those albums have several songs that probably people would already gravitate towards. So